Have you ever heard of a single, short text, just a few lines etched onto a mysterious green stone that might just hold the secrets to the entire universe? I mean, this is a text that completely captivated geniuses like Isaac Newton and mystics for well over 1,000 years. Okay, let's dive right into the incredible mystery of the Emerald Tablet.
So, the story, well, it begins like something straight out of a legend. Picture this. An ancient Arabic text tells a tale of a hidden chamber, a powerful talisman, and an old man sitting on a golden throne. This figure is supposedly Hermes Trismegistus, this mythical blend of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god of wisdom, Thoth. And in his hands, he's holding the key to everything, the Emerald Tablet.
So what exactly is this tablet? Well, it's this incredibly short, really cryptic text. We're talking just a handful of lines. But it's believed that within those few lines are the secrets of the cosmos, the formula for creation itself, and a blueprint for transformation. It's no wonder it became the foundational document for Western alchemy and esoteric philosophy for centuries.
Now check out this timeline, because it shows the text's absolutely incredible journey. It starts out in Greco-Egyptian myth, then it pops up during the Islamic Golden Age, gets translated into Latin and totally captivates medieval Europe, and then, and this is the wild part, it ends up on the desk of Sir Isaac Newton, who was so fascinated he created his own personal translation.
Okay, let's actually get to the words themselves and see what's going on here. The tablet isn't some long, drawn-out philosophical book. It reads much more like a poem or a really profound coded message.
This right here, this is the most famous line. It's the very heart of all Hermetic philosophy, and this is taken directly from Isaac Newton's personal translation. It's such a powerful statement about the unity of everything, right? It's a concept that has just echoed through spirituality and even science for centuries.
So the crucial idea here is this principle of universal harmony. What they're saying is that the patterns of the stars are reflected in the patterns of our own lives. The laws that govern the cosmos are mirrored in how our own minds and bodies work. So if you can understand yourself, you can understand the universe, and vice versa.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because you can see how interpretive the text is. Just look at the nuance here. Newton translates the method as sweetly with great industry, which suggests a sort of gentle but very diligent effort. But a modern Chinese interpretation translates it as with gentleness and great wisdom. The main idea, purification, it's the same, but the emphasis is just a little different. It really shows how the tablet is more of a guide, not a rigid set of rules.
These lines here are basically a recipe for what alchemists called the great work. It's a whole process. First, you have separation and purification, getting the subtle from the gross, the earth from the fire. Then you have this process of rising up and coming back down, unifying the powers of heaven and earth to create something totally new, whole, and powerful.
So what does this great work actually mean? This is where the tablet becomes less of a text and more of a mirror, reflecting the goals and beliefs of whoever is reading it. It's so symbolic that it has given birth to a massive range of interpretations.
For the early alchemists, this was not some abstract philosophy. No, this was a lab manual. Separating earth from fire was a literal, even if it was highly symbolic, instruction for distillation and purification in their quest to literally turn lead into gold.
But then you have the mystics, and for them, the laboratory wasn't a room full of beakers and furnaces. The lab was the human body. The transformation wasn't about metal. It was about purifying your own energy, your chi, to achieve spiritual enlightenment and become one with the divine.
Now fast forward to the 20th century, and you get a completely different take from someone like the great psychologist Carl Jung. He saw the entire alchemical process in the tablet as a powerful metaphor for his idea of individuation. The goal here isn't gold. It's creating a whole, integrated self by confronting your shadow and uniting the opposites inside your own mind.
And here's an even more modern, philosophical idea. What if the transformation isn't about metal or even the soul, but about language itself? In this view, the tablet is a guide to refining our thoughts and our words, turning the lead of meaningless chatter into the gold of powerful, reality-shaping communication.
And you knew this was coming, right? Of course, we have to talk about the ancient astronaut theory. Proponents here argue that the wisdom in this short text is so profound, so advanced for its time, that it just couldn't be from humans. For them, ascending to heaven isn't a metaphor at all. It's a literal description of space travel, or making contact with beings from another world.
So, from medieval alchemist to Isaac Newton, from Carl Jung all the way to modern Reddit threads, the Emerald Tablet just keeps challenging and inspiring people. Why? What is it about this 1,200-year-old text that still has us so hooked? Let's break it down.
You know, the tablet's real power isn't in giving us one single final answer. Its legacy, its true magic, lies in the profound questions it makes us ask. It suggests a universe that's deeply interconnected, that we are a reflection of that universe, and that we hold this incredible power for transformation within ourselves. Its vagueness, its ambiguity, that's actually its greatest strength. It allows every new generation to find its own meaning in it.
So, if you boil it all down, the crucial takeaway is this. The Emerald Tablet is less of a static instruction manual and way more of a dynamic mirror. It reflects the technology, the psychology, and the deepest questions of any era that looks into it. Its ultimate meaning isn't really found in the text itself, but in the transformation it inspires in you, the reader. So the final question isn't just what the tablet means, but what does it mean to you?